So in this video, I'm going to talk about creating a new business. So in a Raspberry account, you can have unlimited business. You can have as many business as you want. So if you have multiple clients, you can have an individual business account for every client that you have. Or if you have multiple different offers that are like completely separate businesses, right? Then you can have different account for them, right? So that you can have separate pixel, you can have separate Facebook page, you can have separate ad account. So that's basically the idea. It is just like Go High Level. If you have ever used Go High Level, it has sub accounts. It is basically like having a sub account under the organization. One organization can have multiple different products that may not be related, right? They may be on a different market. Or this is more for agencies, right? One agency can have multiple different clients and you want to use the Raspberry for all of your clients, then you can do so. So you can just click on create a new business. But before that, you would actually go to your organization. Now, if you are in your, let's say, if you are here, let's say if you are here, then you're going to click on this. Okay, if you are somewhere around here, if you're here, right, you're going to click on this. You're going to click on your organization name right up here, and that's going to take you up here to the list of the businesses. And from here, you can just click on create a new business and then just name your business. Right, I'm just gonna say test business, and I'll just say domain.com, and you can just select whatever you want, and then boom, now you have a new business. You can click on it, and boom, now you have a completely new business. You can set up a new tracking, you can do a new integrations, right? You can add your team members. You can delete the business if you want, right? So I'm just gonna type. So I'm just gonna delete the business, right? So that's pretty much it. That's just how it works. You can go back to your organization, and that's just how you create a new business. You can also add an existing business, right? And that means you're owning that business, okay? So if you want your clients to add you on that business, then you're not going to click on add an existing business. When you add an existing business, you become the owner of that business, all right? Which means you're going to be the one paying for that bill on that business, right? But if you just want access to that business, right, then you can have client add them to this email address. This is the email that you use to create the business, right? Your email is here, and that's the email that you use to create that organization. And if you want to access your client business, then you can have them add you on this email, and you'll automatically show up here. That client business will show up here, all right? And they can add you on organization, or they can add you on business, however you prefer, right? So so that's just how it works. If you have any questions, let me know. In terms of adding an existing business, you can just click on add business. You would need a business ID. To get a business ID, let's click on this. Let's go here, and then you'll go to settings, and this is where you're going to get the business ID. Okay, that will be your business ID. Let's go back to org and click here, add an existing business, and you're going to enter the business ID and click on add business. What happens is that the business owner, whoever owns that business, they're going to get a request. Okay, they're going to get a request, and it's going to be here for review. Okay, and they can approve it. And once you send a request, the request that you have sent is going to be right here. All right, and you can see the request is pending. You can see all those things, and they're going to be able to see the request, and they can approve or they can deny. So that's just how it works. If you have any questions, let us know. And yeah.